Another one. Okay, so most Christians are not Christian. This is what I've realised. I'm going to keep this short, but basically, the idea of Christianity is that you come into communion with Christ and then love one another as he has loved us. And no greater love is than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. So love is sacrificial. That's why sin is the main context of the Bible. It's like eradicate sin, crucify your flesh, pick up your cross, carry your burdens, die to self. If I don't have control over my sin, then my pleasure hormones run rampant over my decision making, and therefore there is nothing of me to give other than this probably quite poisonous, toxic, and parasitical version of myself. So we have to love one another. The gospel being preached right now is you are saved from eternal damnation, which is hypocritical because it's basically silently acknowledging the fact that we live under, and I don't agree with this, we live under a psychopathic God who has only created us as some kind of Hunger Games world, in that, but at the very end of it, you either suffer in eternal fire and misery or go to pure elation in heaven. It's just not like that. But it's been religiositized, is that a word? To the point where there is no meaning, there's no love in it, there's no kindness, giving. It's all about, I'll be saved, so it's cool. And the real hypocrisy is this. We're on a sinking ship which is doomed. And Christians are the only ones who know that the ship is sinking. So they get their life jackets on and they say, I am saved for I believe in Jesus Christ. And then they go and, not everyone, but a lot, go and sit on the lifeboats and watch everyone else around them panicking, not knowing why they're distressed. These people not knowing why they're distressed. They're on a boat that's sinking, feel it in their gut, and the Christians are over there with the knowledge of why that's occurring, and they sit there with their life jackets on being like, glad we're not over there. Glad we got Jesus Christ. Hypocrites. It means you're not saved. It means you're not saved. Because God doesn't work with legalism. He's watching to see how you behave under stress. And so, woe to you if this whole story arc is not as it seems. And I wouldn't be surprised if the whole saviour narrative is completely on its head when we get to the end. So, if you're a Christian and you're chancing your whole fate on, I believe, therefore I am saved, and I'm not going to tell anyone else that the ship is sinking, like, woe to you. If you're watching this thinking, this guy's lost his mind, what is he talking about? We live in we live in a spiritual realm. The bodies, the flesh suits that we're in, the way in which we experience the world through our five senses is an analog 2D version of that world. So what God sees is under the hood. We are in the cockpit of the car. We have the dials, the buttons, the dashes, and we can press things and it moves the car. But it's a very rudimentary and basic version of reality. God can see all the wiring, the engine, the pistons, the cylinders, the cables, all of it. And his version is 1,000 times more complicated because he's looking at things at the molecular level. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, we live in a spiritual world. Yeah, so we simply don't have the perspective of what reality truly is. And therefore, I don't know what I was going to finish that on. Felt like I was going somewhere good with that. God is real. So there you are. So, I don't know. Alright, I need to go. Bye.